This week on Losers of Initiative.
Okay.
I mean, I do like being the strongest party member right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. Oh, are you out of the show?
He's out.
Are you still out of the show? Oh, okay.
He's not 5 feet away.
I was
from
like, if
Zerosi.
you don't have yours either, it's not gonna. Yeah.
Because I'm not there,
Yeah,
sucker. But yeah, I'll go get mine.
Your hammer has disappeared, Ovac. It has just disappeared with the ways of the arrows. You don't know what happened to it, but it's just gone. You know.
Yeah, I just, my jaw drops, and I just drop down to my knees. Like, I'm just like in disbelief that it's gone.
Okay, so let's roll initiative for a new round.
9.
Is it lit in here? So I don't have my torch
The
anymore. right?
lava is
Yeah, the lava.
glowing.
Okay,
so-
that's right.
AF.
So AF. So this would be two-handed. So 9.
Okay.
7.
She got an 8, so
I lost.
Damn.
I'm just gonna continue. Like,
weeping.
yeah.
All right, so Magnus and Tanthus are involved in the fight. Tanthus is like, every once in a while, he'll throw a spell, lightning bolt, magic missiles, shooting his bow. Magnus is up there just swinging his sword like crazy, cussing the whole time. Bryn sees that you're distraught. He saw what happened to your hammer and stuff. He casts a spell, and there is a glowing hammer that's in front of you. He says, "Take that hammer and use it."
I just like, basically like, grab it, but it's not the same.
Right. It isn't the same.
And so with like holding that, I just kind of like go limp down, like arm drops, and I'm just gonna like start praying to Moradin to see if he can find it.
Okay. All right. So it is her turn. I need everybody to make a saving throw versus mind affecting spells with a 2 penalty.
Boo.
Beat it by 10.
Failed mine by 2.
Beat it by a few.
All right. So Grug, you're up in the front. You're
Right, I'm fighting her.
Swording, and all of a sudden she just starts, multiple copies of her start splitting out. They just sort of step outside from within her, and they're acting independently, and they're like fighting and casting and doing stuff completely independently.
I'm gonna stay on this one.
So it's not like there's mirror images,
Right.
Because they all kind of do roughly the same thing. These are like moving independently and fighting and doing things completely independently.
Because if I remember right, Mirror Image specifically makes copies of you that like kind of swirl around.
Right, and they all roughly do the same thing. You know, like if one attack, they all attack you, or they all cast the same spell to make it hard to see which one's which. And this is like there's actually multiple copies of the same person acting independently.
Oh,
Okay?
exciting.
Alrighty. And then Magnus is, he apparently sees that too, and he's like, "Good, you had to bring friends? That's what you need to do to win." And he starts just, fighting off one of them, just...
I'm gonna stay on the one I was on before.
Okay, so go ahead and make some attacks.
Nat 20, so negative 15,
That's going to be hit.
and then an 18, so negative 13.
That's going to be hit too.
Yay! Is she a larger than man? Larger than one man?
We went over this.
She's not.
Just in the chest.
Oh, gotcha. I'm gonna aim for the chest
You did this last time.
with my penis. All right, here we go. So two-handed, man.
Are you sure that would be a one-handed weapon?
2d4
It's a
plus
dagger.
Oh, it's a four-handed weapon, boys.
It's a stiletto.
So 12 and 16.
28.
28.
Okay.
All right, this might be real dumb, but
No surprise.
seeing all the spells that she's got going on, seeing how spells going towards her are really not being effective regardless, and the hammer exploding and all that, Zerosi, the magic user thief with a bunch of magic stuff, is actually casting anti-magic shell on himself and moving in towards her to encompass her within the radius. Anti-magic shell prevents all spells from entering or leaving the shell. All magic items are just considered items. Like a +2 bastard sword just operates as a standard bastard sword.
What's the radius of that?
12 feet.
So it will be with me. Okay.
So I'm
Like I have
casting
a say in it.
anti-magic shell and then moving in towards her.
What's the duration of that spell? And how long does it take to cast?
It is a 1-segment spell.
Really fast to cast.
There we go. And the duration is 1 turn per level.
So like 2 hours.
And the area effect is 1 foot per level diameter spell.
Yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it, Brad.
1 foot diameter, so 6 feet radius from you, eating 6
Okay, yeah. So,
6 foot out from you.
yeah, because he said radius, and I said 12-foot radius.
No, it's diameter 12 foot. Diameter is the whole way across the circle. Radius is just from you to the
Yeah,
edge.
yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Whatever. Close
Yeah.
enough.
Whatever.
Six
Pi r
foot radius.
Yeah.
6 foot radius. All right.
A squared, B squared.
So you cast anti-magic shell and just sort of run in.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you run in, you kind of get up to her. Immediately, any sort of magic effect. Grug, do you have any sort of?
No, just my sword is the only thing.
Right.
Oh, and I guess my rings, my armor class gets real bad.
Because your bracers quit.
Bracers quit and that ring quits.
Oh, yeah, your strength goes down.
I yell something as I run up, like, magic is no use anymore. And just whatever. And I run up.
Strength goes down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have girdles of giant strength.
Well, it's still 1855 instead of 19. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to play this as, like, I can see the radius and, like, oh, I'm only getting her in it. Like,
Yeah, just because of the way combat is everybody's kind of flexing in and out of it. So, but you run up to her. Yeah, Magnus, when you say, magic is of no use or whatever, he just goes, it's about time. So, because he's apparently just like a straight-up dwarven fighter kind of guy. So, very grumpy sounding from what you've seen of him so far. And as you run in, how would that work? So...
and it's on me, not her, so there's no save throw.
Right. It looks like sort of vomiting out of her being comes a plethora of arrows and some random items and trinkets.
Hooray!
And Ovak's hammer, just sort of like materializing, coming out of her kind of thing. It's like you don't know. So there you go. As you run up and sort of cancel the magic, they just sort of like explodes and poops out all these arrows and stuff, kind of like burst out of her.
Like a treasure chest.
Her tentacle wand just sort of goes limp. All the little tentacles just sort of go limp. But the multiple images of her, Grug, are still there.
Okay. Can I tell which one's her now, though?
Is there, like, some go away, or
Yeah.
are all of them gone? Or are all of them still there? Because, like, would the
Nope.
ones within radius of me...
All of them are still there.
Okay.
But can I tell?
Yeah, because all the arrows and stuff came
come
out
from
of
her?
Yeah,
Okay.
came out of the one.
Is it the one in front of me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to keep attacking that
The one that you've hit.
Yeah.
The one that you're
Okay.
just on.
Just a pinata.
yeah, pinata.
Yeah, I timed it right as you hit her, just...
yeah.
Tootsie rolls and
Yeah.
and
Ooh.
hubba
Grug's
bubbas
gonna
go
set
flying.
Grug's gonna set his sword down and start eating some Tootsie Rolls.
Okay. Wow. So with that,
Do pinatas exist in D&D?
they're halfling things.
Oh, okay.
Well, and I was just picturing, that Halo, like Halo 1, where you
Yeah,
shoot
the headshot on the grunts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
The party,
That's what I
the
imagined
party
that one.
confetti. Yeah. Yay! Every time. Best
Okay.
skull.
So let's go ahead and roll initiative for the new round.
Oh,
10.
they're not of speed. I don't know if I don't have the speed written down for these anyway. I don't know what this...
Short swords are 3.
I'll write that down.
Oh, because you always win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had the speed written down for these things.
So you take when you dual wield, you take the slower of the two weapons and add 1 to it.
So 4.
So your speed factor is 4.
Oh, well, that gets me a 5.
10.
10.
11.
Yay. So I'm gonna attack her twice
Okay.
with...
Did you modify your speed factor because it's not magic anymore?
Oh.
Two worse. Two worse. If it's a +2, it'll be 2 worse.
12.
Okay, so you lost.
So I lost.
I mean, I was just moving.
So you just had 3.
Yeah.
So you're just running up to dropping that glowy spiritual hammer and just
Running up for yours, I assume.
Yeah.
okay.
Because, I mean, well,
Or throw the spiritual hammer as you go, just because you're like, fuck this, right in your face. And then it just
Yeah, what is,
disintegrates in front of her just like yours did. Only that's my fault, not hers.
yeah, I'm just going to go grab mine.
Okay.
I mean, I do like being the strongest party member right now.
You're not. Oh, are you out of the shell?
He's
Are you
out.
still out of the shell? Oh, okay.
He's not 5 feet away.
I was
from
like, if
Zerosi.
you don't have yours either, it's not gonna.
But the
Because I'm
problem
not
is,
there.
Yeah,
Sucker.
you're not
The
But
problem
yeah, I'll
is
go
if
get
you
mine.
throw your hammer now, it'll just like get to her and then just drop.
Yeah.
It still has momentum.
Yeah, it just won't have the magic.
Yeah, no, they're coming back.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so you run up and grab, and kind of slide, run up and slide, and pick up your hammer. And yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Do I get an attack or no?
Yeah, go ahead. Take one swing. You kind of slide, pick it up, and then swing upwards at her.
Right in the coochie.
Armor class -10.
Remember,
And is that
all of
with,
your
pluses
bonuses are gone.
Yep. Because I have a +3 hammer. So,
So
then that
3
would be
worse than
3
what you-
worse than
yep.
what I normally do.
Yep.
So, -10.
Still -10. That's a hit.
Yay! Now it still does.
And you're remembering that her armor.
I got it all.
You sure?
Yes, I do.
Making sure.
The damage is 3 less.
Just 3 less. Okay.
And right, there's no doubling or anything
Okay,
like
so
that.
14.
Good lord, you still hit really hard. Okay. So you hit her, and she actually kind of reels back in agony as you hit her.
Oh wait, is that with the girdles too? Because his strength's only
I
strength
just
my
fucked
strength is-
everything.
is only 15,
Oh, so subtract 7 more from that.
so 7. I was like, that's a pretty aggressive hit
Yeah, I forgot
for
about that.
no enhancements. Yeah. Okay.
But still.
That's still good. 7. Yeah, 7's good.
Okay. Ow. Yeah, she kind of, jerks back from your blow. Ah! She's very angry. She would immediately start running.
Yeah, she would.
So she starts taking off running. Tanthus, who is flying above and much more than 5 feet away from Zerosi, is still magical, sees her running, and as she is fleeing away, getting away from Zerosi, who is trying to stay with her,
Yep.
he throws a lightning bolt down, which enters the magic shell and shuts off. And now him seeing that, okay, he knows what he's going to do next. Magnus is chasing her. Let's see, Magnus. Magnus missed, actually. He's busy running.
I was going to position for backstab, but if she's running, I'm just chasing and trying to
Right.
hit.
Is anybody, wounded or...
Yeah, I mean, I'm wounded.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think we all are a little bit.
Yeah.
39 out of 54.
Nobody's bad, though.
No.
No.
Okay.
No. I think I'm half, just over half.
All right. So, Bryn, actually, it looks like she's running for a small opening, in the like a passage leading out, kind of this cavern, away from the altar. Neeb is still up on the altar, all silent, not moving. Looks like he's got some injuries. But Klavdr is running toward an exit that is not by Neeb. It's just sort of off to the side. Bryn throws up a spell, and that entire exit passageway fills up with spinning blades and hooks and knives. They're all like, it's a blade barrier spell if you know what that is. But anyway, visibly it just basically fills that whole passage with just like churning and spinning and whirling knives and blades and things. And she kind of slides to a stop as she's coming up to it.
I'm going to attack her twice. Oh, do you want to go first?
I'm going to
Rosie?
be. I want to attack her, but I'm more concerned about not getting the radius up to that spell. Mm-hmm. I don't want that barrier to come
Well,
down.
let's see how far she is from it. She slid. Yeah, she's about 7 or 8 feet from it. So
Oh, so I can get up there. Yep,
you'll be fine.
I'm gonna attack her. The giant weird dice's main hand.
okay.
Oh dang. Thaco 12 and 15. Thaco 14 and 15. So let's go with an armor class 12.
And 9. Both
and
misses.
then armor class 9.
Both
hits.
Both misses.
Yeah, no, both
Wow.
hits.
Okay.
Useless.
Useless. As I'm the only person who successfully made her
So
run.
your Thaco
from
is
us.
going to be 3 worse. Your Thaco is actually Ovac. Yours is like 7 worse because you get a lot of bonus to hit because of your strength.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Does the girdle giant strength help a 2-hit too?
It does
Okay. So my attack is 3 worse, you said?
from the loss of the girdle,
Yeah, that's all.
and then the loss of the magic sword.
Oh, that's 2.
Magic
So
is
5
2.
worse.
Yep.
-5. Okay. All right, so I'm going to attack twice. So armor class 7 and armor class 1.
Armor class 1 is a hit.
No, wait, did I do that right? No, armor class -7 and armor class -1.
What?
You added an extra number in there because now I'm subtracting 10,
What did you roll?
17, and an 11.
Okay, yeah, you have about a 10 Thaco at your level. and
Yeah.
You're 18 something strength. Yeah, sounds
sorry.
about right.
So both?
Yep.
Both, okay. And then, so then damage would be what? Because I'm going from a 19 to an 1855.
Which is a +3, and then you cancel 3, so whatever +3.
Whatever plus 3, okay,
Your-
so
your
-5.
dice +3.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 3, okay. Plus 3. Okay,
So 4d4 +6 if you hit her twice.
Yep. so another 6, so 12, and another 3, so 15.
15 total?
Yeah.
2 hits?
Yeah.
Remember, we don't have all these bonuses we're used
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Uh-huh. So yeah, you're plinking to Plinky. She is still very high level, so she's got a lot of hit points. Those are not magically.
Yep.
All right.
Well, I figure I'm out of spells. There's no reason she should have spells.
There you go.
If I'm out, you're out too. All right. So sliding and stopping in front of the blade barrier, she spins around, and you guys whack, 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 hit her. She swings one of her clawed hands at you, Zerosi.
Ooh, she's got claws for hands, huh?
Yeah. Well, she's got those like fingernail attachments that are like metal,
Oh, yeah.
like fake fingernail metal hook spike
Yeah.
claws.
So if I
things.
take away my bonuses there, I'm armor class 1.
She rolled an 18. She's gonna hit you with that.
It's fine. Sorosi's got lots of hit points. He's used to it. He's used to it.
And no
Okay.
magic
Promise.
to get healed by.
Poison saving throw. So you take 4 points of damage as she scratches you just like right across your face. Whoosh. 4 points of damage. And then a poison save.
Made it by 9.
Okay. Okay.
Sorosi's used to making these ridiculous saves. Whatever.
And that would be a new round. So you guys got her pinned. Okay. And that would be a new round. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and do a new round.
Hooray. We're now confused, but hooray.
9.
14.
She got a 7.
The hell was my speed?
And the Bryn Tanthus Magnus group got a
Your dice was
11.
The number on your
I know.
dice is bigger than our final. so it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
matter.
lost, yeah.
All right. So it's her turn. So well, she would probably resort to okay. So you see her grab around her neck is a little necklace. It's like a
That's not magical.
a spider pendant, and it actually is, but it's an art. It is a magical item that's not affected by your anti-magic shell.
It's an artifact.
Correct.
The spell book doesn't say anything about that.
Right. So it must be very powerful, basically, as far as you know. Like what? She grabs hold of it as it starts to glow. Nothing happens, and she swings her claw at you again, Zerosi, cursing you, surface dweller. I rolled another 18.
Yay.
Oh, what was the damage from last time? I didn't write it down.
4.
I mean, there was no damage last time.
And now it's 3.
Okay.
And a poison save.
No. Made it by 2.
No pressure.
Getting
Okay,
close.
but yeah, her other hand, the not slashing hand, is holding on to this spider medallion thing, and you can see the glow coming from between her fingers. But nothing's happened with it yet. Okay, other than the glow.
I guess all us. I'm going to attack her twice.
All right, so you're kind of... So, Grug, Zerosi, and Magnus are all right up there meleeing.
Yeah.
Ovac, you kind of got pushed back a little bit
Yeah.
because of the 3 guys that are there fighting.
Yeah, they're much bigger.
Yeah, Zerosi's like, get out of here, weak man, because now you guys have the same strength.
I'm gonna stop.
Wow. Armor class 6, armor class -1.
-1's a hit, 6 is a miss.
6 damage. It's like being level 1s again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With way better tacos.
Yeah.
All right. And then we'll go ahead and do Magnus. He swings twice. 1 is a solid hit. And he cusses at the fact that it's not doing as much damage as it's supposed to. Something's wrong with my sword.
Remember, I said no magic.
I know. But he's dumb and
I know,
angry.
that's what I
He's
said.
angry and stubborn and he understands but doesn't want to understand. Okay.
So I'm going to move and attack in any spot that I can.
Okay, you kind of like look for an opening, move around to the side, and swing in there. And go hammer time.
Gross. Armor class 3.
That's a hit.
That's armor class -3.
Yeah, your attack goes a 9, and you rolled a 12. So that's -3.
It's been a while since we had to
subtract
actually
that.
worry about this. Basically, before, anything that was higher than like 4, he was like, yeah, I hit.
Yeah, I haven't had a thought of think about it forever. And then that is 9 damage.
Phew. Okay,
And I'm attacking twice.
she's hurting.
That's an armor class 9
Nope.
and armor class 7
Nope.
for sure.
Okay.
For true.
All right. So, Tanthus, seeing that the small area around her is immune to magic, decides to affect with magic the area that's larger around her to keep, Bryn's blocked off that passage. So Tanthus builds basically a wall of stone. He just raises up a hand and just kind of jutting from the ground with a rumble and a fast movement comes this wall of stone separating Neeb, and the lava is on one side of the stone, and you guys and Aklavdra are on the other side of the stone. So now the passage is blocked with blades. The stone is there, and Tanthus' logic is, well, the magic shell would prevent me from casting it, but I'm making a non-magical thing. So the stone is there.
Yeah,
so
once it's there, it's fine.
correct. So his logic is it's not going to, if she does go over to it, it's not going to disintegrate because it's not magic stone.
Whereas, I assume the blades are essentially held in place by,
They're-
the blades are all there, but even if they weren't magic, they would just fall to the ground when I ran in. I don't know that spell very well. That's kind of the
Correct.
thought
You don't know about that one, but the stone, Tanthus' logic is the stone will stay. And then Bryn moves around, not into combat. He's obviously not you can tell by looking at him, he's not a melee kind of guy. But he moves around over toward the blade barrier. He's moving to kind of position himself as the fighting is going so that he can be in between the blade barrier and her.
And he's there if that was the caster, right?
The cleric,
Yeah. That's if anybody gets hurt and has to just move away from me. Just saying.
Right. And
Yeah,
he,
but
and-
No
What about-
meta, no meta, no
What
meta.
about you?
Well,
Yeah, you're the one that's going to get hurt.
for once in Zerosi's life, I decided to take that risk.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I just cancel it? Let's go back to normal fight.
all right, so we're going to roll initiative. All right. Oh, okay.
8.
She pretty
8.
much, she won.
13.
She got a 3. And the other guys got a 10. Okay, so she goes first again. So the glowing medallion thing. The ground shakes a little bit, except for around Zerosi.
12 feet from me.
It just sort of 6 feet from you.
6 feet from me.
Great radius,
Yeah.
remember.
Which is all of us.
And emerging from the ground is coming up all these weird shaped, deformed, humanoid-looking creatures.
Calling for help.
What a weenie.
Some of them look like they're undead. Some of them look like they're, extra like demonic things. Right.
Servants of Loth, probably.
Yep, that's what it probably is. But right, she's called them forth. But none of them are appearing around Zerosi.
Also, I just want to make sure that it's known. Charmed, summoned, and conjured creatures cannot enter the sphere.
Wow.
Like, they're not appearing here, but they also can't run in once they're up.
Perfect. So as long as you're alive, which we can't keep you alive.
Yep.
Okay. So that's what she does.
I'm going to attack her twice
Okay.
because I'm sick of this crap. Armor class -7 and 0.
Both hits.
15 damage.
Nice. Okay.
And then I'm close enough that I can do 2 attacks, like I didn't get pushed back
Sure.
or anything like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're kind of like beside her.
-3, and then I rolled a 1.
Okay, -3's a hit.
And that is 9 damage.
Okay.
I'm attacking with both hands. Oh, that's armor class 3. Oh, no, armor class 2. And then armor class 4.
Both hits.
Nice.
Oh, dang. 2d6. And that is 6 damage.
All right, so she's moving around. She's, obviously.
I'm doing everything I can to just keep on top of her,
Correct. Ooh,
as I would. The wife doesn't have to know.
Zerosi the whore.
he just likes Drow.
Yeah, he does.
The post hole digger.
Yeah.
So,
No, I was confused. I'm still getting. You all look. What?
So you hear Tanthus yell at Magnus, Magnus, fight off the summoned creatures. Don't let them get in and, interrupt.
I yelled. They can't enter.
Okay. As that discussion's going, Magnus turns and starts waylaying all these little minions. And he's basically attacking twice every round and killing 2 every round. But there's many that are sort of just coming up and swarming all over.
And yeah, when I see that, I'm, Magnus, they can't come in and attack us anyways. Focus on her.
He can't hear you.
I'm gonna try.
He's also yelling. All right. And yeah, Tanthus is just like loading arrows and just firing down as fast as he can at her. Which you notice is like 3 arrows every round. Pew pew pew.
Must be nice.
Must be a Zen archer.
Using a nice magical quiver and magical bow, but regular arrows. Hey. Well, they're probably magical arrows that become regular when they come in.
Right, but yeah, arrows are just sticking into her. Ting 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 ting.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah.
Big bag, ball the big bag.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and attack Magnus a whole bunch. Okay.
He falls.
He explodes. No, but no, he's getting clawed and scraped and bitten and all that stuff, kicked and
Yeah, well,
wedgied
who
and
cares?
Noogied. Swirly. My God, they summon a toilet and start swirling in him.
My God.
so they're all around you guys as well. I don't think that Zerosi can have a Klavdra and Ovak and Grug all within 5 feet of him during a combat.
6 feet.
6 feet of him during a combat.
He would be able to fit three of us.
If you're not moving, if you want to be in there and not moving.
Oh, right.
She doesn't want you to be in there. She's moving around. She's dodging around. She's being all nimbly-pimbly.
So
Zerosi's trying to stay up on him.
My only goal is keep her on
Yeah.
there.
So Ovak is attacked by some of the little critters, but they're really weak. They're not getting.
Well, and I'm not in there.
Their like deal is that they
Backhand.
overwhelm through numbers more than through strength.
Correct, and there's not quite enough of them just because you are in there, out of there, in there, out of there. You're with her. You're going in and out a whole lot, real fast.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. That's usually
Only for
how
like
I go.
30 seconds, and then it'll be all
No,
over.
no. It's like an hour long.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Should I get out the Gatorade bottle like a football player and hydrate you up?
7.
Camelback.
11.
They got. Oh no, she got an 8,
I got a 7.
I got a 6.
and the Magnus group got a 12, so. All right, Zerosi.
That is, an armor class 4 and an armor class 6.
Armor class 4 is a hit.
So she's not 6.
And that's 5 damage.
Mr. Ovek?
She lets out a cry of agony as the spider gem she's holding onto, it gets brighter. The light coming from between her fingers gets almost blinding to any that are looking at it. And she screams out in agony as she's about to take a swipe at Zerosi. And that spider emblem basically blows up, taking out her hand and her wrist and part of her arm with it. Boom! And a large part of her chest cavity explodes out of it as well. And she collapses backwards onto the ground, motionless.
What happens to all the little minions around?
They start in chaos, panicking. Many of them just run and jump into the lava. Some of them run into the blade barrier and are instantly just disintegrated. Some of them actually go back down into the ground. But
smart ones.
all in all, they dissipate. They go away rapidly. Magnus has got a couple of them. He grabs 2 of them and smashes their heads together, pops them like balloons. He's very angry. So
Make sure she's dead. You should make sure she's dead.
yeah, most of her chest is missing.
So,
Oh, that was her best feature.
anti-magic
That's
spell.
why.
That's why.
Full of magic.
Anti-magic shell has like a duration.
So they're
Is
fake.
it one that I can like turn off, or it doesn't really say in the book?
No.
We've kind
Makes
of
sense.
You
decided
can't
that.
because
That's fair because I don't
That
have the
would be
magical
magic.
Because
ability
it
to
takes
do that.
magic to turn it off.
So I'll just stand away from the group and be like, somebody should check that pendant.
it's blown up.
Yeah, blew up.
Oh, the pendant. Okay, I didn't know if it was the pendant actually exploding or if it was like a force coming out of the pendant.
Oh well, you
cloth
ask,
comes
and you're there. There's nothing left.
I mean, I'm there.
You look, and there's nothing.
You forgot to hit Zerosi with all the shrapnel.
That's right. You
How
got
many hit points do you have left?
12.
splatter with pieces of hand and chest. A boob
For
hits you in the
30
face.
for 32
Ooh,
damage.
boob!
I'm gonna jump in front of the boob.
Just like a water balloon hitting.
Ooh.
Okie dokie. All right.
Suppose we should check on Neeb.
Neeb is actually on the other side of the stone wall. Tanthus is flying. You can ask him to go check on Neeb.
How big is the stone wall? Can I just run around it?
It goes the length of the room. It was to keep her from trying to
Yeah.
escape.
Oh,
so-
gotcha.
He put it all the way to the lava. So somebody who's really good at like climbing walls could probably climb around it.
Or he could just fly over it. He's already
Or Tanthus, But nobody cares about Canthus.
Or, I mean, Grug can jump.
Canthus.
Probably. Grug's gonna check on Aklavdra. Ovak, go check on Neeb. I'm gonna go over there and poke her with the sword and make sure she's not moving or anything.
Yeah, she's not moving.
He doesn't understand magics, so this
up-
could just be another spell that she's trying to pull
Could
off.
be. She is very evil and powerful.
Yep. Well, not really. If you take all of her power away, then she's just evil.
Then she's just evil.
Yeah, I'm going to tell Tanthus to fly over and check on the boy.
Okay. Who is this half-orc boy?
Do not worry about it. Just go check if he's alive.
Oh, very well. If you,
Bring him to us.
what is your charisma?
11.
Tanthus just starts fighting you. No, he's like,
Your ugliness pisses me off.
yeah, Tanthus is very pretty. He's like Zerosi. So Tanthus is like, this boy here, he's in really bad shape. I don't think he's alive. He's not breathing.
Can you...
Here and as as you're about to ask him, you see him kind of floating up over the wall, carrying Neeb,
Perfect.
And
I will heal him.
and he
right as he's like still probably 10 feet up, like I run and jump so he falls.
and he lands and sets Neeb down. He's like, and Bryn comes over, and then stops and kind of looks at you. I'm sorry, is this someone? Do we need to do something here?
It is a very important person to me. If you have extra healing, I will gladly take it.
Very important. You want to do it? Okay, you got it.
I mean, I do have a spell left, but...
So you push Bryn out of the way and cast.
Yeah,
Do
I
it.
do.
Yeah.
Clap my hands and rub them together. And
Heal
then just...
spell.
Sha-na-na-na-na-na.
All right, let's see if Neeb survives the raised dead.
My God.
System shock survival. Okay, yeah, he does. Okay. So yeah, his wounds are still there and everything, but they're not like bleeding or anything. As you cast it, he kind of very groggily moves his head a little bit.
Why does he cast it? I accidentally stepped like. Oh, sorry.
Blood starts pouring out again.
Right, and he kind of like opens his eyes and is like, Mr. Ovak?
Neeb, I have been looking everywhere for you. Where have you been?
It was scary. The elf people took me.
It is all right. She is dead.
So tired. And then he just kind of closes his eyes. And Bryn's like, what is, I'm sure you have an interesting story from the looks of you and the situation. We have traveled for many, many months through the Underdark, tracking and tracing this Eclavdra person, and we finally confronted her, and she was proving to be more than we could handle. So I am glad that you showed up when you did.
I am glad that you took the initial fight. We were not in a state to take her on, and with your help, I'm glad that we took her down.
Well, from what you did, from watching you fight, I was very impressed. And when he says that, Magnus just kind of goes, huh, whatever.
You should check on their companions. Because they had 2 people
Oh,
down,
yeah,
didn't they?
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go.
Oh, yeah, I should probably... Yeah, Bryn's probably going to go look at those guys, too.
That was last episode. Like, nobody remembers them. Whatever.
Whatever one Bryn doesn't go to, I will go to. And
All right.
use
So
one of
Bryn
mine.
goes over to the halfling, and you go over to the human guy.
Okay.
And yeah, as you go over there, and you know he's down, but you're pretty sure he's just unconscious. He's not.
He had been stabilized.
Right.
Okay.
And he's a new person for your hammer. No, you got a free spell off of your... Oh, it's a pendant, not your hammer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was from your
pendant.
hammer for some reason.
That's true. You can use your pendant
Yeah, your
on
pendant
each one of these
on
guys.
each person.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, yeah,
That was my initial point. And then I said
like,
hammer.
hammer.
Screwed the whole thing up.
Show how good you are, just being like boom, boom, boom.
He's already
of Christ!
He's already
I
at
mean,
0.
more than.
He's already at 0. Finish him.
Anyways, I'm going to cure Sirius on each of these
Okay.
new fellows.
So the halfling gets up and yeah, he's like, "Whoa, I think I took a wee bit of a nap there."
Goddamn halflings.
Did we win? Looks like we won. I guess we wouldn't be talking if we didn't win. And
Yeah,
then
where the hell was Dwalto the whole time?
Dwalto's dead.
Oh, that's right.
No,
God,
we
it's-
left him behind to grab him and bring him back later.
It's been so peace and quiet. I forgot about that. All right, carry on.
Which I do still plan on going back for Dwalto. He didn't like me. Don't care. Elixir of life. He's good. As long as I get him in like the next 2 weeks.
All right, and the human who you bring up, he's like as you bring him up, he kind of like looks around panicking, like oh god. No, we're okay. All right, we're good. So yeah, the halfling's name is Yondale, and the human's name is Sergey. But yeah, the human is obviously some sort of rogue. He looks like he's not wearing leather armor or anything, but he introduces himself as Sergey Ulanov with a big, overly dramatic bow to you, and thank you very much for saving me. I am very grateful.
He's one of those rogues.
All right, so yeah, everybody's up.
You have to act like nobility if you want to be around nobility.
Right, so going back to Eclavdra, her corpse is still there, but you see that something's going on with it. She's either dissolving or disintegrating or something. She's just like getting really old, maybe, and just sort of shriveling up and dissipating.
Oh,
As
so
if Magix was keeping her young.
Maybe.
so it's not like she's turning to ash and floating away. As
What if I move close to her while I still have anti-magic shell? Does it stop?
So you see and you go, "Hey guys, get out of the way! I'm gonna go over there." And everybody backs up, and you run over
Yeah.
with your anti-magic shell. No, she's still going away.
Okay. Yeah, so the Magix was something that was affecting her when she was alive, and now, regardless, it's gone. Just keeping her young.
I'm going to poke her with the sword again.
Goddamn
Okay.
Sephora.
All right. So yeah, so Tanthus and Bryn, and Magnus and Sergey and Yandale, they're all like, okay, well, we're going to go back down. There's a lot of unfinished business we have in the Drow City that we kind of came across.
And we need to check on the status of Istvan and make sure that this actually stopped the bubble that we were worried about.
Or slowed it, at least. Is that where the passage goes? The passage she was running to?
The passage she was running to goes back down into the
Underdark.
That's probably the passage they came up.
Right. Okay.
And that's where they're going to head. Tanthus,
Right into the blades, they'll die.
No, the blades are gone. Tanthus says, "Do you have a way to transport yourselves to where you need to be?
I can transport one of us.
Perhaps we should rest here for the evening,
I feel like that is the best.
and that
choice.
way Bryn and I can get our spells back as well as your casters, and then we'll be able to go down and continue our quest downwards while you can return to Istvan." You said the place was named Istvan.
Istvan, yep.
That was the place with the bubble. We actually inspected that.
Actually, here we go. I believe that resting is great. I believe resting to gain our spells back is the best option, and we will travel the next day. I do have one remaining spell that I can use to check on Istvan.
You have a means of teleportation.
I have clairvoyance. I can see whether or not the bubble is gone, and regardless, we should still go to Istvan tomorrow. But for now, that gives us information moving forward.
I will sleep more soundly if I know that Istvan is okay.
I actually just used the clairvoyance to check on my daughter.
Yeah.
All right, so you cast clairvoyance and you look, and you see the city of Istvan, and the bubble is there, but it's dissipating, it's disintegrating, it's also fading away, just like a Klavdra is.
And then
it was her magics basically kept it going.
the hold of Loth on this realm seems to be dissipating. The bubble is disappearing.
Are the people starting to...
Yeah, there's cheers.
I want to know about the people that were in the bubble.
Well, that's going to be a thing for tomorrow because I have to pick one spot. So I picked a spot above the town to just check for the bubble.
Right.
I can't see details because I can't move that.
Yeah, but you
Right,
can
right.
see the people.
Yeah, but I can't see if people are coming back out of the bubble. Can I?
It's like Google Maps.
I mean, unless it's a herd of them.
There's a lot of
Google
people in
Earth.
there.
Great. I see them.
Yeah.
I lied to you. I see them.
Just cars driving around with the cameras on their hoods, Google mapping Istvan.
Except it's
It's all people.
Rosie on the side.
Zerosi Google
It's it's all people following my clairvoyance, wearing masks and stuff.
Yeah.
When was this updated? 6 months ago? That's not accurate.
Yes, but Zerosi you do see as the bubble's fading, the people that were inside the city are inside the city, and they're coming out. They're very happy to be leaving the city. They're moving and they're interacting with the people down below. You don't get any details other than you see lots of people going both ways.
I just wonder if they're hurt at all from that bubble. That's my
We'll
big
find
one.
out tomorrow.
Hoorah!
So we need to rest.
Or if they're forever young.
Ooh.
Like the age they entered the bubble.
Like the song?
Forever young, forever young,
That song.
forever young.
That's the one.
All right, so one thing you do notice, Ovak, is your gem, the purple glowing teleporting jumping gem. It's clear. It's not purple gem anymore. It's clear.
So the magic
It looks like a diamond instead of a purple colored fancy stone. It's just clear.
So that was purely from a Klavdra then.
It was Elistrae, but it was designed to find where Loth's influence was, and etc., etc. Perhaps with the Klavdra's demise, the shattering of her Loth amulet, and her subsequent death, all of that is now broken and nullified. Loth's plans to dominate and the purpose of that gem is now moot. It's gone. Has no purpose.
But you got a sweet diamond.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell it. I got this giant diamond right now.
We should take it back to the Drow, so that should Loth's influence ever resume,
They can call
we have
on us.
a warning.
Yeah. I mean, they would know how to get to us wherever we are.
I mean, my
Since
wife and child
technically-
live there.
No one cares. But I mean, since basically our mission is done. Yeah.
From what you can tell,
So we should go
Since-
celebrate.
Since we don't have
celebrate.
since this diamond or the stone is gone.
We'll get Grug all the extra Drow ladies, just not that one.
You got to sleep sometime, buddy.
so does she.
Oh, I'm aware. Done.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
dun,
interrupt.
dun.
Except
'Kay.
I kind of chose to.
So
Sorry.
then let's stay the night so we can get to Istavan.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan to me.
Okay, so yeah, you wake up in the morning and say your farewells to the other group that's continuing down and battling the Drow as you're teleporting back to Istavan
Yep.
to speak with all those people from...
Takes 3 spells to get us all there.
Yep.
Pop.
All right, so you appear in front of Algorthas the Sage's manor, that big manor house where you first got the quest to go fight the hill giants way back when.
Huh. And the bubble's completely gone by now?
Yeah, there's no sign of the bubble. There's people busy bustling around the streets. There's celebration going
Do
on.
they seem to be unharmed?
Yep. So, Algorthas kind of comes out of his home and he says, "Oh, there you are. Was it your actions that led to this?"
It was not. It was the other party.
No, don't say that. That was entirely wrong. They would have died.
Give them full credit. Drugs say we killed a big bad bitch.
I am a humble person. I do not want credit.
Yes, it
It
was
was-
us that defeated the evil.
It was the other
connecting.
party with Magnus
We're
and
just
stuff.
arguing in front of him.
Very well. That's excellent. The bubble is dissipated. The residents have emerged. The Earl of Sterich is fine, and everything's going great. You'll have to regale the tale of your adventure to me. I am very curious as to where you've been, what you've seen.
Krug, wonder, were any people hurt from Bubble?
They were trying desperately to figure out a way out, and during such events, some people were injured, but there were many healers inside that could take care of them.
Would it matter what it was like inside? Can I ask that?
It was like they say it was its own separate place. They could not get out, but there was still a light coming from, as if, magically created. It was like they were in their own separate world. But it was a very small world of just Istavan, just inside the bubble. It was very interesting, and I'm talking to several of the people that were inside, several associates of mine, to find out more. But everyone is safe. The bubble has been destroyed, and I believe the influence, from what I hear, is Loth. I believe she is.
Yeah, Krug thinks so.
She has been. Did you battle Loth herself?
We battled a servant of Loth that was connecting her power to this world.
And this was the one you believe was the creator of the bubble.
A high priestess of the evil section of Drow.
There's a non-evil section of Drow?
That's specifically why I said that. Yes, there are.
Well, I don't necessarily believe you in this endeavor, but very well. Your mission was accomplished, and we are forever indebted to you. So, yes, come in and celebrate, and yay, and you guys have like a big feast and party and pass out drunk if you want to, or...
Zerosi,
We'll see.
Zerosi
I
actually
do not want to.
keeps his wits about him, and through the combination, I let these guys know that I will be back, but through the combination of I've got 2 remaining possible teleports, and then lots of other spells. I want to teleport back to the Underdark Zerosi teleports back to the Underdark to
Back to your
to-
drow people.
to get his daughter and ask if anybody knows, and ask if anyone knows where Arion is.
Okay.
And then combination of a few clairvoyances, see if I can find where she is and teleport there,
Okay.
and then rope trick so the family can spend the evening
So
together.
that's what Zerosi does.
I'm just gonna mingle about and look at the city. I don't know. It's still curious to me because it's magics and stuff. So like the buildings and the people and just kind of like,
That were inside the bubble.
yeah, like walk through the streets of where the bubble was when I last saw it,
Okay.
and just kind of watch people do people things.
Okay. Ovak?
So I'm gonna go check on Neeb since I
Okay.
raised him up.
Yep.
Would heal work on him at all?
No, not with Raised Dead. No, there's no sort of magical way you can speed up that 2 weeks. He does need actually 2 weeks of rest.
Throughout the whole game, is there any possibility?
Well, there's different types of Raised Dead. There's Raised Dead Fully, which is a 7th level cleric spell, which you don't have access to, which jumps them up so they don't need any rest at all, and you can just heal them and they're ready to fight.
Okay, I didn't know if, like, since it's out of my ability, if I could go find someone.
Yeah, find a cleric
No,
in here that
no.
has that. Just kill him
Okay.
again.
No, because he would have to be killed again.
You're weak.
Kill him again, and then have him re-raise him.
But anyway, so yeah, you check with Neeb, you kind of spend time with him, and he's gonna be fine. You're pretty sure, but you spend time with him. His wounds and injuries that actually did kill him are being tended to. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary at this time with Neeb.
So yeah, I mean, looking after Neeb, I'm gonna spend my other time, praying to Moradin, basically, saying thank you for helping me throughout this endeavor and bringing my friend back from the dead.
Okay, except for the parts when he wasn't there, like in the jumps.
Oh, he was there. He just couldn't do anything.
Oh, okay, he was watching from afar.
His hands were tied.
Okay,
He wanted to test you.
Yep.
all right.
Are you worthy of my praise?
So, a few days go by, and one evening, as Grug and Ovak are sitting there, Ovak, you just returned from Neeb.
And I was
visit.
planning on coming back. I wasn't
No, you-
going to be with the family and be
No,
done.
you're busy. Zerosi.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, his
I'm
Rosie's
out.
with the drow, and he's finds out stuff, and he's looking for his wife, and he's got to go find her, and all that. So, but as Ovak and Grug one night are sitting there by the fire in Algorthas's study, a soft knock on the door, and the door opens, and you see a messenger with the heraldry of the Duke of Geoff, and he's like, "Sirs, Mr. Ovak and Mr. Grug, my lords,
Yes.
this message is from the Duke."
Thank you. Thank you for delivering. And I
Okay.
tip him.
Okay. And you get the message, and it's got its seal on it, so you break the seal and open it up. And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Oh, in the podcast, actually.
And the
Oh, dang.
podcast.
And the podcast.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so we got a couple of things we'll go over, and you guys can correct me if you'd want, but we're going to give you a little spiel here. So we've decided to end the podcast there. We're going to leave it up on Podbean until August of 2020. That's when we renew. So actually at 52 episodes, we auto-renewed. So we basically only got 6 episodes out of the auto-renew. So you can do that. But with all of that being said, I'm planning on uploading all of our previous Star Frontiers, which if you don't know is a old school, I think it was 80s, right, Brad? 80s?
Early 80s.
Early 80s D&D based sci-fi game. So it's all space and stuff. So we played that for like 20 episodes. So I'm going to upload all that stuff. And then we'll actually upload all of our initial first podcast, which was actually Nate DMing. And we were playing Pathfinder and Brad was a player. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, that was exciting.
It's going to go all backwards from the
Horribly.
way we did it. So, you're going to listen to this whole story and then go through that whole story. But you have till August of 2020 to download those. And then after that, we probably won't renew, but you can download them and have them in your backlog if you really want to keep them. I don't know why, but whatever.
I mean, I'm going to.
I will-
Also,
Yeah.
also, we're going to tweak our Patreon a bit. We're going to leave it up while we do that until next year. But we are going to change it to a non-subscription. We're going to change our Patreon to a non-subscription based site.
So basically, you're getting everything for free unless we put something new out, which we're not going to be.
Probably won't.
And if you just decide you want to
So yeah, if you want to chip
flip us a couple bucks,
a couple bucks or $5, just a one-time thing for the support for all this, that would be awesome. Which will tie me into my next thing. We have a couple of other projects that we're starting to get the ideas going on, so you may see us be popping up, and we've actually talked about it. Who knows, in 6 months, if this is just really blowing up, we might just pick up from kind of where we stopped and keep going, or I don't know. I mean, it's the options are
season
endless.
2, if you will.
Yeah. So we just kind of wanted to make sure we ended it. We were just kind of getting a little burnt out and tired. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. We love all the support. We love you guys listening to us. We've enjoyed doing it. It's just, like playing actual D&D. You just, after a few years, you just kind of get burnt out of week after week after week. And
yeah, we do play every single week. It's not like a bi-weekly thing or anything like that. So
outside of
it'll be
holidays.
nice for us to take a break, and if this is still popular, if people are liking it, then I super enjoyed the story. I'm sure everyone else does too. There's nothing stopping us from potentially picking up again. It's just we just need time.
Yeah. So, but we got some other stuff in the works, so you may see us pop up on some other stuff as well. Obviously, you can follow us on our Facebook pages. We obviously have individual ones, but you have Losers of Initiative on Facebook, and so, we'll post stuff if we decide to start up again or start on different projects or whatnot. So, thanks again to everybody. I can't think of anything else unless you guys have anything.
Yeah, no, just thank you, and I truly do love the support that you guys have given us over the last year. So thank you very much.
And plus, there's a lot more systems we want to play, so
Yep. Thank you so much for listening.
why not use this as an excuse?
Even Zerosi coming in and out of the campaign, whatever. But yeah, all the extra systems. This has been great. This has been super awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we will be seeing you guys around. Keep your eyes open, and hope you enjoy the rest of the stories, and see you on the flip side, because that's the thing I'm going to start saying apparently.
Yeah. One final note, though. I want to thank Brad for coming up with this story.
Oh yeah.
Come on. I mean, we don't need to.
Now get out of here.
We don't want to
Brad.
give him all the
I mean,
credit.
if we're doing a finale, then thank you, Brad, for the time and effort that you've put into this.
This story's been great.
Fuck off.
The D&D was easy. It was the other stuff that required a lot of work.
Yes, yeah.
No. Yeah, it was all good. It was fun.
D&D was your nice break period between the
Yeah,
others.
from everything else.
Thanks,
all right, guys. See you later.
All right, thank you.
Bye.